The following is a station editorial.
This is Holland Redfield. If you could see me now, you could see me wringing my hands and looking to the heavens for some answers. And answers to why our children, our youth, the next generation of Virgin Islanders have been let down. Clearly, it is a fundamental responsibility of any society to educate future generations to assume the rightful positions as caretakers of the Virgin Islands. As we pointed out in last week's editorial regarding the police department in its attempts to recruit Virgin Islanders to fill over 100 positions, not one locally educated Virgin Islander cut the mustard. As painful as it may be and as uncomfortable as it may be, I have no other choice but to continue this dialogue and expose further statistics that do not draw a pretty picture. Hopefully we can move from the state of denial to deal with this issue head on. According to recent studies conducted by the Community Foundation, outlined in the 2007 Kids Count Data Book, in the last 5 years, our teen death rate has risen over 50%. Our juvenile violent crime rate has risen a staggering 200%. Not surprising, our school dropout rate doubled. Teens not attending school and not working has tripled. And 40% of our island's children are being raised by single mothers. Where are the fathers? More than 1 in 3 children are living in poverty. And that's 35.8% of our youngsters. And this report does not even factor in our staggering inflation rate. It does not include the 70% increase in our ROPA rates, our 100% increase in gasoline, and a 70% increase in food costs in the last 14 months. This whole situation is a nightmare scenario. We are truly sitting on top of a social time bomb. This community cannot allow this to continue. We have to look into the mirror to find solutions. No finger pointing or the blame game will solve these problems. This situation has to be managed on a crisis basis, recognizing the disaster for what it is. The social and economic and political implications of this situation are unthinkable. I don't think I need to draw you any more pictures. Our community leaders need to recognize the need for a territorial youth crisis council and to take the bull by the horns and start coming up with concrete solutions and kick-starting a realistic timeline of action to solve these problems. The demise of any society is the failure to recognize the need for those in the dawn of life and those that are in the dusk of life, the most vulnerable in our society, and those that we owe the most to. Our Virgin Islands youth are wired for success. Their talents are going to waste and their minds are unchallenged by a society that has neglected its fundamental responsibility. And what have we done for our youth? We have literally doomed them to the streets. This is an editorial I find painful and saddened for me to even have to deliver it. It is my hope that if anything is accomplished by this editorial, it is that there is a great sense of urgency and that we all pull together as a community and solve it.
Please email your comments to our editorial department. Our email address is editorial@viradio.com. Please include your name and other contact information.